Let's start next topic, account current. See, here is the meaning of account current. Account current is a running statement in the form of a ledger account showing the transactions between two parties for a given period of time together with the interest due or payable. Account current is running statement of transactions between the two parties. It is prepared when there are frequent transactions taking place between the two parties. For example, if a manufacturer is selling goods frequently to the merchant or to the shopkeeper on credit and receives payment from him in installments and charges interest on the amount which is remaining outstanding. At that time, account current is prepared. Okay, it is also prepared by the consignee of goods. He can also prepare an account current, or it is also prepared between when the lot of transactions are taking place between a banker or his customer. Account current is also prepared when two or more persons are in joint venture and they are co-venturers. So the account current is also maintained in that case okay. An account current is prepared to show the transactions. It is in the form of ledger account for a specific given period, and it includes also interest due or interest payable between these parties. Okay, an account current has two parties, one who renders the account and the other to whom the account is rendered. So heading of the account current will be like this: A is in account current with B. If the heading is A in account current with B, then it implies that A is the customer and the account is being rendered to him by B. Understood? So there are two parties, who renders the account and the other to whom the account is rendered. If X sells goods, sends the account current to Y, it will be headed as Y in account current with X. Understood? So it implies that Y is the customer and the account is rendered to him by X. Understood? In this way, this account current is usually prepared or sent by a banker to its customer, as we have discussed earlier, a lender to its borrower, a supplier to the customer, an agent to its principal in case of consignment account, or co-venturers means joint venture account, etc., a co-venturer to another co-venturer. There are three methods of preparing account current. First method is with the help of interest table. Second method is by means of products, and third method is by means of products of balances. So first method is interest on individual transaction method. It is called as interest on individual transaction method. Second method is called as product of individual transaction method, and third method is called as product of balances method. So let's solve problem of first method, that is preparation of account current with the help of interest table, individual method. This is the format to solve the problems. Format of account current according to interest on individual transaction method. There are two sides, just like ledger account, debit side and credit side. On debit side, these are the columns: date, particulars, LF, due date of the transaction, amount, days, number of days, and interest calculated. Credit side, the same columns are there: date, particulars, LF, due date, amount, days, and interest. Okay, so see this first problem now. We will solve this problem using first method, that is preparation of account current with the help of interest table. Understood? See this problem now. From the following particulars, make up an account current to be rendered to Mr. X to Mr. Y, rendered by Mr. X to Mr. Y on 31st December 2020, taking interest into account at the rate of 18% per annum. On 1st July 2020, balance owing by Mr. Y, rupees 600. 30th July 2020, goods sold to Mr. Y, credit period allowed 1 month, amount is rupees 300. On 1st August, goods purchased from Mr. Y, credit period received 1 month, rupees 200. On 1st September 2020, cash received from Mr. Y, rupees 100. On 1st September 2020, Mr. Y accepted Mr. X's draft at 3 months date, rupees 100. And on 1st October 2020, Mr. Y accepted Mr. X's draft at 3 months date, rupees 300. So we have to prepare the account current according to the interest on individual transaction method. Understood? Let's start. So as per our discussion, this is ledger account. Mr. Y in account current with Mr. X, and interest given in the problem 18% per annum. We have to calculate interest to 31st December. Understood? This is debit side and this is credit side. These are the columns: date, particulars, due dates, amount, date of transaction. This will be date of transaction. This is the details, that is particulars. Then this is the due date as per term allowed. Then amount of transaction, days, from due date to 31st December we have to calculate the days, and then for that period we have to calculate interest at the rate of 18% per annum. Okay, for this purpose we have to calculate days of every transaction. So here is the working note. We will prepare this working note here. Calculation of days. Here we will write transaction date. Here we will write due date. And then first transaction is in July. So from July to December, July, August, September, October, November, December, we have to calculate days. It's not very difficult. Okay. So first I will write first date is of balance owing by Mr. Y. So transaction date, that is balance date, is 1st July 2020. There will not be any due date because this is balance. Now we have to calculate days. As this transaction date is 1st July and this is the balance date, so including this day, July's days will be 31 days, August days 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, and December 31. Understood? So total days on 1st July, transaction of 1st July 20, you can make a one more column here. जागा पुरत नसल्यामुळे मी करू शकत नाही, पण तुम्ही अजून एक कॉलम टोटलचा करून इथेच डेजची टोटल पण करू शकता. मी इथे तुम्हाला करून दाखवते. 1 जुलैच्या टोटल डेजची, ह्या सगळ्या डेजची टोटल आहे 184 डेज. ओके, हे आपल्याला प्रॉब्लेममध्ये लिहायचं आहे. मी काय म्हणते ते कळतं आहे. स्पेस इज लिमिटेड, सो आय कॅनॉट ड्रॉ ऑल द कॉलम्स. सो तुम्ही इथे टोटलचाही कॉलम एक करून ते लगेच टोटल करून घेऊ शकता. नाउ द नेक्स्ट ट्रान्झॅक्शन 30th July 2020. सो नेक्स्ट ट्रान्झॅक्शन डेट 30th July 2020. Goods sold to Mr. Y and credit period 1 month. So entry is of sale, and as credit period is 1 month, the due date will be 30th August 20. Understood? So this is the transaction date, and after adding 1 month's credit period, this is the due date. Now we will calculate the days. from 30th August to 31st December. 30th August means no day in July, one day in August, that is 31st August. Then September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. So total is 123. So 38, 20, 123 days. Okay. Now the next transaction. It is of goods purchased from Mr. Y on 1st August 2020. 1st August 2020. Goods purchased from Mr. Y and credit period 1 month. So the due date will be 1st September 20. Now let's calculate here from 1st September to 31st December. So dash in July, August, September. From 1st September to 31st December means 29 days of September, 31 days of October, 30 days of November and 31 days of December. So days will be 121. Okay. Now next transaction. On 1st September 2020, cash received from Mr. Y rupees 100. So we have to calculate the days from 1st September 2020 to 31st December, just like 1st September 20 to 31st December. So days will be same, 29, 31, 30 and 31. So 121 days. Now next transaction. On 1st September 20, 1st September 20, Mr. Y accepted Axis draft at 3 months date. So after adding 3 months and 3 grace days, the date will be 4th December 20. So from 4th December 20 to 31st December 20, so it will be 27 days, remaining 27 days from 4th December to 31st December. Okay. So इथे काही कॅल्क्युलेशनची गरज नाही आहे, 27 दिवस आपल्याला करायचे आहेत. त्यानंतर नेक्स्ट इज ऑन 1st October 20, अगेन 3 months draft. Mr. Y accepted Mr. X's draft, means Mr. X drew a bill and Mr. Y accepted it. Due date will be after 3 months plus 3 grace days, that is 4th January 21. So there will be negative 4 days. You can keep it in bracket, negative 4 days. Okay. कारण डेट नंतरची आहे आणि ड्यू डेट 31st डिसेंबर आहे. सो डेज आर निगेटिव्ह इयर. अशा पद्धतीने आपल्याला डेज कॅल्क्युलेट करून घ्यायचे आहेत. आणि आता आपल्याला इंटरेस्ट कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा आहे. ओके. टू कॅल्क्युलेट द इंटरेस्ट, नंबर ऑफ डेज इन अ इयर 365. सो यू हॅव टू follow this formula. Interest is equal to amount of transaction into rate of interest into number of days as per this calculation divided by 365, that is total days in a year. We will use this formula on calculator and calculate the interest, okay, in every transaction. So let's start now. See the problem. In the problem they told us that on 1st July 2020 balance is given. So here on 1st July 20, 2 balance brought down. Amount is 600. We can draw one more LF column here, but I don't have space for LF column. As per our calculation, days are 184. So we will calculate interest on 1st July 20. Afterwards, you have to calculate the interest using this formula on your calculator. So here 600 into 18% into 184 days divided by 365. Okay, so here 600 into 18% into 184 divided by 365. So it is 600 into 18% divided by 365 into 184 days, 54.44. So here interest amount will be 54.44. I hope तुम्हाला नीट दिसतंय. In this way we have to calculate interest. Now next entry, after 1st July, on 30th July 2020 goods sold to Mr. Y. So on 30th July 2020 to sales account, now due date is 30th August 20. आपण या ठिकाणी हे ड्यू डेट्स वगैरे सगळं काढलेलं आहे. नाउ अमाउंट ऑफ ट्रान्झॅक्शन 300. We have calculated the days of 30th August, 123 days. Again we will calculate interest here of second transaction. 300 into 18% into 123 upon 365. Let's calculate again. 300 into 18% divided by 365 into 123. So the amount is 18.197. So we will take 18.20. In this way you have to calculate interest amount in every transaction here. Now next entry is of purchase on 1st August 2020. So on 1st August this is 20, buy purchases account. Due date is 1st September 20 as per our working note. 1st September 20. Amount is 200 and days, they are 121 days. I will keep this working note here so that I can see while solving. 121 days. So here rate of interest 200 into 18% into days are 121, so 121 upon 365 into 18% divided by 365 into 121. So it is 11.93. 11.93. Next transaction is of cash received on 1st September 2020. So 1st September 2020. See, this is Mr. Y in account current with Mr. X, means it is as good as Mr. Y's account. So entry of sale is Mr. Y's account, debit to sales account. Entry of purchase is purchases account, debit to Mr. Y's account. This is the meaning. Okay, so we are receiving cash from Mr. Y, so entry will be by cash account. By cash account, due date will be the same, that is 1/9/20. 200 rupees, 121 days. Now we have to calculate, sorry, 100 rupees, my mistake. We have received cash of rupees 100 here, so we have to calculate interest on rupees 100 for 121 days. Okay, so 100 into 18 upon 100 into 121 upon 365. This is the last one. Then you have to calculate the amounts on your own using your calculator. So it is 5.967, 5.967. So it is 5.97. We'll take 5.97, rounding off. Now next entry, see the next transaction. They told us that on 1st September 20, Mr. Y accepted Mr. X's draft at 3 months date. Means Mr. X drew a bill which is called as draft before acceptance. So Mr. X drew a bill on Mr. Y and Mr. Y accepted it for 3 months. Okay, so entry will be on 1st September 20, by bills receivable account. We know the entries of bill. The due date will be 4th December 20. Amount is 100. Mr. Y accepted a bill for rupees 100. So days will be from 4th December to 31st December. So 27 days. And the interest as per this calculation, you have to calculate now the remaining interest for the remaining transactions. Okay, this is the entry. Now next and last entry on 1st October 20. 1st October 20, by bills receivable account. Again the bill is accepted for 3 months. So due date of bill will be 4th January 21. The amount is 300. He has accepted bill of rupees 300. So as the date is after 31st December, days will be negative, that is 4. So the interest amount will be negative 0.59 rupees. Understood? Now we have to tally first the column of interest. This total is 72.64. After deducting total of credit side, the balance is 54. So here on 31st December 20, by balance of interest, it is 54. Okay, now this interest will be debited to Mr. Y's account and credited to interest account. So on 31st December 20, to interest account, amount will, in amount column 54, हा जो इंटरेस्ट आहे उरलेला बॅलन्स इंटरेस्ट आहे, इट इज डेबिटेड टू वायज अकाउंट अँड क्रेडिटेड टू इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट. So entry is to interest account 54. Now we will tally column, amount column. Debit total is 600 plus 300 plus 54, that is 954. After deducting 700 the balance is 254 here. So on the same date buy balance carried down 254. Okay, in this way we have to prepare Mr. Y in account current with Mr. X at the rate of 18%. In this way we have to calculate the account current in this method, that is interest on individual transaction method. Okay, now solve this problem in your notebook, and if there is any doubt you can ask. That's all.